Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Off-Worlder. How can I assist you? We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Kent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. Stay out of trouble.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good captain. I did too. Got a sharp wit, that one. Sad to see her go.
This room is reserved, Off-Worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. You're flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally, but we could hear her laying into him over here. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that night. The only good thing about that Sulio is she had a good tongue on her. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf.
Nita. Tawancha Morichiwa, Mufalawa, Nibobo, Wishio, Tuna Sita, Dortuni Sobawata.
Good to see you again. Any luck with the visa? What do you want to know about that night? Dagon Gent didn't do... Because... It's quite simple. I'm afraid I was with Dag. We were taking great pain, and we wish there was...
Assuming we get... I don't particularly...
Do you have a visa yet? I really can't be... Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say.
Krotonoranga manatandi koroto. Mopiluna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Bosong chinsunmika. Zinamarans. Bosa non ci rinta masu kingura wanka. Bosong chinsun mi karanga do maichonga. Tu es recto na tu insula raka rakacha. Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mopiluna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Insukre masu kun ratungala. Me rontono junsa raka roto. Minsu kun rakawata. Poendo raktamana sobu. Kroto no ranga manatandi koroto. Mopiluna wana si jinsi wano bosh.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe someone in here will know more about what happened that night.
Insukre masukun ratungala. Me rontono junsa raka roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo raktamana sobu.
Tu, Nita Mantai. Tawancha Morichiwa, Mufalo. Chone Mulera. Tonkinga Bano Jansaga Nikaraska. Tancha Nik Mawimbo Granta Mipilan. Mungachin, Taimbre Wanachi. Dumba bamwa, kunti chan muka, kabadumba kuswaka tayamukata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junkie.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something. Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Salio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Kroton oranda manatandi koroto. Opinuna wana si Jin si wano osh. Boson chinsun mika. Zinamarats.
This room is reserved. Huh. If you... That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. He might have even bought some.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kif and the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Tu nici mangia iumarilor de oată, nu sanastica. Da wancha morichiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wishyo, una sita, dorcho ni sobawata. Da upa o sakurata go jujuto yoke, hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura, tayaita ta bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura, tayaita ta bosananansata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the off-worlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Bazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Ghent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. That's not quite right. The recording doesn't show who did it, just the direction the shot came from, which is the opposite direction from Dagon's office.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Ghent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Ghent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Ghent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Ghent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I deal with death all the time. We all end up like her eventually. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hut's vault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. You take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.